Namaste Krishna Rao, welcome to IYRTalks English edition. India, ever since independence, we are facing cross-border problems. One on Pakistan side, Afghanistan side, and another is we call I think Siachen border, the Siachen border. So that is between India and China. So these are the border disputes are there always, and we had war also number of times. Trying to resolve on the asserting the line of control. So Nepal is in between India and China, and because of its access to Nepal, China tried to protrude into Indian land, and then they tried to occupy the place. So this being the situation, so recently Prime Minister Modi's visit to the BRICS meet, they also had an interaction between both the premiers of both the nations, and they tried. They said they'll try to solve the, settle amicably the portion, and China will go back to its own line, and India will also come back, whatever be the thing, and that process I think is started. So, can you just give in brief what's this problem of the so-called border dispute, even though China is not immediately a neighboring country to India, in between Nepal is there. How do you think that these problems can be resolved and all that? Little facts on this.
No, I mean, even though Nepal is there, India shares a border today with China because Ladakh, Aksai area, and also towards this the Arunachal Pradesh side, India does share a border with China. But this has a background. Background in the sense, normally India-China need not have shared a border if only Tibet was an independent state. The way things were, Tibet was independent. It was lack of, in a way, vision by Indian leaders that China was able to take over Tibet. If only Nehru at that time strongly opposed it and fought with China so that Tibet remained an independent state, India would never had a border which is with China. And at that time, if Nehru was willing to take a stand and protect Tibet, America would definitely have sided with India because they were really, really interested in containing China and communism. So that was a big strategic mistake that was played in Nehru's time, where we accepted Chinese hegemony over Tibet. Tibet was an independent state right from the beginning, ethnically different from Mandarin culture, which is the Chinese culture. Religious wise also orthodox Buddhists, which was not the case with China. So China had a lot of Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, lot of things. The only point on which they were saying that Tibet belongs to them is at some point of a time, the Chinese emperor has an overall control over China, and China was paying tribute to the Chinese emperor. That was only a short period, so there was no need to have agreed for that. The second point on which the friction started was during the time of British, they decided the borders between India and Tibet. They drew a Manmohan line through which they say it was done one-sided. So a lot of areas within Ladakh, I mean, in fact, they claim the whole of Ladakh and Arunachal come to them. So that's the point on which the friction started. And they fought a war and won. One came right up to Arunachal Pradesh, Tejpur, which was overseeing. Everybody thought they would come down and take over Assam also, but then they went back and stayed back there. So this is broadly what happened historically. Then fast forwarded to what happened in 2019, I think. 2019, why did China try to do some incursions and take over part of the Indian land? My assessment is by 2019, Trump and Modi have established an excellent rapport, and Quad was formed, and India was slowly moving into the American partnership, which was not to the liking of China. So, to teach India a lesson, they might have, because if you look at it properly, 2019 February, Trump came to India. It was a great success, big meeting and excellent, everything went off well. And he went away. And May, these incursions started and the border area occupation started. So definitely there is some background to this. And then they have not gone back. Today, a lot of water has flown down Indus River and things have changed. Things have changed both for India as well as for China. From India's point of view, the relationship with USA have not gone off as well as we have anticipated. The way they are trying to finger us, promote Khalistanis, and all these things is happening. So, and they want us as a partner in the Quad, a security arrangement, but don't want to give us any technology, don't want to give us any market access, don't want to give us any financial benefit. So, what purpose does it serve? Containing China is the agenda of USA, not so much of India. So, from Indian point of view, there was no point in picking a quarrel with China to the liking of America, because America, we are not getting anything. In fact, they are starting pinpricking us. From Chinese point of view, they have also seen that the India-America relationship is not as good as it was supposed to be in 2019. That's one thing. Second, they also are having an economic problem. They are looking for markets for investment, and India is a big market. Unless this border dispute is sorted out, we will not allow your companies in India and their investments. This is a stand India has taken. So they also had a interest in sorting out this issue. India also had an interest. So mutually cooperative, they have agreed for some detente, let us say. But any day, China cannot be believed because their track record shows. So they may start nailing India at times. So the only way China can be faced by India is by becoming stronger as an economy, stronger as a defense. Then only we'll have a say. Let's hope India would concentrate on that, and one day, with the help of, because China is not only by India, China has problems with all the Asian countries. It's not like by Vietnam, it's not like by Manila, Philippines, it's not like by Japan. So in fact, Japan is talking in terms of a Asian NATO to contain China in addition to Quad. So I think India on its own may not be able to take on China, because China has become a very, very big economy and a country just next to USA today. But they can leverage all these countries and form a organization, something on the lines of Quad, and with help of them, they should try to contain China. That's the only way going forward we have to do.
Let's hope that India will have a sustained effort in trying to resolve these problems for the betterment of the economy. Thank you.